Hi, my name is Jackie and welcome back to my channel. You're gonna have to forgive my stuffy sounding nose today. I am feeling under the weather. I feel like a lot of people choose not to film when they're congested and their throat is a little bit scratchy, but I feel like I know me well enough. If I were to take the next 2 weeks off and not film, because let's be real, that's how long this cold is sticking around for, I would like fall off the face of the earth again. So I am just trying to carry on with this momentum, stuffy nose and all, and just film videos. So forgive me. It is already the end of January. That means it is time for an Empties video. And holy guacamole, you guys. I'm busting at the seams. I can't even close it. I finished something like 35 teas this month. So that's awesome because I'm pretty sure I had like 35 teas that replaced all of these. So let's dive in. But before we do, you know, I got to tell you what I'm drinking. I wasn't really thinking when I picked my coffee mug out. Not that it's like, well, it is pretty vulgar. It's my mug full of Shakespearean insults. So, but today I am drinking Jolly Roger from Adagio Teas, and that's one of their, I think they just release it one day a year on maybe Speak Like a Pirate Day, which I think is sometime in September. The Jolly Roger blend is a blend of their Honey Bush Banana Nut, which I absolutely adore. It's one of my favorite teas. And then also their Butterscotch Black Tea, which I thought was just okay. But Jolly Roger tea is really tasty. Let's see if I can get through all 35 teas before Oliver wakes up from his nap. Let's go. While on the subject of Adagio, I powered through. Oh God. Did I just wake the sleeping bear? I think we're okay. So as I was trying to say, I powered through a bunch of these tins in January. So I finished up my Wicked Tea Sampler, which if you've seen my videos, you know that I loved 5 of the 6 of these. Candy Apple Concoction was amazing. Monster Mash was amazing. This was like a caramel chocolate blend. Ghoul Gulp was also amazing. This was a decaf black tea with coconut, probably coconut cream. I feel like there was another tin somewhere. Bat Brew I didn't like because this was a chocolate chai. This also brewed up to like this murky gray color. I sipped up my Agility tea, which I am a huge fan of the Fallout series. And this was a blend of Honey Bush Mango, Rooibos Lemon Cloud. I love Rooibos Lemon Cloud, and then Rooibos Vanilla, which I also love Rooibos Vanilla. I also got the Tencel teas. And when I originally bought it, I was gonna do reviews on them, except I didn't like them. Kris Kringle, I really didn't like. This was like a decaf black tea with like cinnamon and orange and chocolate and marshmallows and hazelnut. Jolly Gingerbread was alright. It reminded me of like a chai tea that you, like the chai tea latte without the latte part from Starbucks. And so like it tasted good, but I also thought that 2 other of the Tencel teas tasted just like Jolly Gingerbread. Also, most of the teas that I drank this month were from Adagio. First is Bonfire. This is one of their seasonal autumn teas. This is honey bush and lapsang souchong with some orange flavors in it, I think. Orange and cinnamon bark, cloves. This is a smoky tea, so if you don't like smoky teas, you won't like this. I love it though. I love smoky teas though. I really appreciated this. I also love the addition of the anise seed. So this just screams autumn time here in Michigan, so I really loved this. Next is Rooibos Nutcracker. This is also a seasonal tea, but this one is for winter time. I didn't like this. I feel like I'm not a huge fan of Adagio's hazelnut flavor because so far every tea that has had the hazelnut flavor in it, I don't really like. But if you like hazelnut or if you like Adagio's hazelnut flavor, you might like it. So don't let me tell you what not to buy. I finished up 2 of my sample packs of caramel. I don't know why I have 2 sample packs. I probably should just get myself a big bag of this because sometimes I just want a simple flavored black tea, and for whatever reason, the caramel black tea just does the trick. Decaf mango. This was a lot better than what I thought it was gonna be. It's just like a nice fruity black tea. My ultimate favorite fruity black tea though is probably Adagio's orange black tea. Blackberry sage oolong. You've seen my videos about it. I don't think I need to say it again, but I will. This stuff isn't really for me. Although I did try this cold brewed and it was drinkable. Yuletide toddy. So this is another seasonal tea. This one is also only available during wintertime. I was kind of surprised how into this I was because hibiscus is like the second ingredient on this list, and you know how I feel about hibiscus. Or if you're just joining me on my tea journey, I don't really like hibiscus that much. But I liked this stuff. It tasted sort of like cranberry sauce, but like in the best way possible. Scottish breakfast. You guys, I am in love with this tea. This is a blend of their Assam Melody tea, Kimun Concerto, Yunnan Jig, and their Ceylon Sonata tea. There's just something so luxurious about this tea. It just is amazing. This is one that I want to have in my stash permanently. Like, I think I'm gonna buy another one of those canisters and then just keep it stocked because I wish I had this right now. I kind of don't have this right now because I'm waiting for the Scottish Brigadoon breakfast tea to become available on Leap Day. This is such a satisfying cup. And for me as like an ex-coffee drinker, like I appreciate the strength and flavor that this has to offer. But it's not like bitter and aggressive. Like I just like it, okay? The last 2 teas that are from Adagio and / Masters teas is the Shincha Genmaicha, which I sipped in my What I Drink in a Day video recently. I loved this. This was just everything. This is probably one of the best Genmaichas I've had so far. It was perfect. I love a Genmaicha. I love the savory puffed rice, buttery, nutty, toasty aromas that this offers. And there was like this nice sweet vegetal flavor from the green tea. And also from Master Teas is the Shincha Gyokuro. Master Teas was the first Gyokuro I had ever experienced, and again, for like the umpteenth time, I don't typically reach for a green tea unless it's springtime. But this Gyokuro is not like any green tea I've ever had before. There was just this beautiful brothy wave of umami that just washed over my tongue when I drank this, and I've never experienced that with any green tea, let alone any tea. Like this just blew my mind. And then I don't have these were originally in, like I had a bag that I would normally show you, but I had dumped them into my canister, so I don't have the bags anymore. But I also finished up my lemon soleil tea, which is just a black tea with lemon flavoring and I think like safflower petals. And I used to really love that tea, and I still like it, but I think I've moved on to different flavor profiles maybe. And then also honey bush banana nut, which yes, I will bring back into my collection. I just probably won't until after I finish my Jolly Roger tea. And then of course you saw me drink through them all. But my community teas, so that was Yunnan Jig, Aphrodite, Scott Pilgrim, Mandarin Green, Jumpstart Gross, Blackberry Sage Oolong, and decaf spice. I will totally get some decaf spice next time I place an order. Like, I feel like I already have this mental list of all the teas that I want to bring back into my collection when I go to buy Scottish Brigadoon next month. So next we have a couple teas from David's Tea. First we have apple cider, which I thought really lived up to its name. This would be a great alternative for somebody who wants the apple cider flavor but doesn't want all of the sugar that goes along with the apple cider. That being said, this was ridiculously sweet. I liked this until I didn't. Like I liked the first few cups a lot, and then after a while, like I just kind of got sick of drinking this. Next we had blueberry muffin, which I thought it was, like, I thought it had a great berry blast flavor, but I was sort of missing that, I don't know, pastry muffin part of this. Like, I don't know what I was really looking for. Maybe something with more cream and more vanilla. And then finally there's chocolate rocket. If you saw my jumpstart video, you kind of know how I feel about mate, but this one was pretty decent. I wouldn't ever call it my favorite. I don't even know if I would necessarily have it in my collection. I guess when it comes to needing to wake up, if a black tea is not going to cut it, I guess I'm just going to grab a cup of coffee. But this was still pretty good. This is one that grew on me. I don't think I really cared for it when I first started drinking it, but as I continued to drink it, and towards the end I had the vanilla oat milk creamer that I was adding to this. That's sort of when I liked it. I think if you like chocolate, I think if you like the chocolate raspberry flavor, I think you might appreciate this. This is a tea where, like, you've heard me talk about how I'm skeptical of chocolate in tea. I didn't think the chocolate tasted terrible in this. And in fact, I don't think it tasted bad at all. It was pretty decent. And we're finally coming to the end of this video, which is great because I feel like my voice is kind of getting tired. I did a tea swap with somebody on Instagram not too long ago, and so I sipped up 3 of the things that she sent me, and that we had this mint apple, which I drank in my What I Drink in a Day video, and it was pretty good. Like, as far as like peppermint teas go, this was a really nice peppermint tea. Pretty sure this is a Spanish brand though, so this will be the only time I ever drink it. Same with this one, maybe. It was called Vanilla Carmelo, and I think maybe the brand was called Hacendado. I want to say it was I feel like it was a Ceylon blend, because I think that's mostly what she sent me, with vanilla and caramel and vanilla and caramel flavors. And it was a nice, I mean, I liked it. I liked it just fine. Actually, I really liked it. I did really like it. And then the other one was, see, I don't know if this is the brand or if this is the, like, what the name of the tea is called, but it looks like it's Tea Mixin 24. And this was a blend of Ceylon black tea, caramel, chocolate, and marzipan. And definitely not my favorite. I don't think I'm a fan of Ceylon teas and chocolate. Next we have this Thurbo Moonlight Darjeeling from Golden Tips Teas. This is really old, like really old. I think I cold steeped this just to get this out of my collection. I probably should go through and just pitch these, which I feel really guilty about doing because they were sent to me for consideration for review like a long time ago. This was sort of like lemony muscatel when I cold steeped it, so it wasn't bad at all, but just not my favorite. I say that a lot. Not my favorite. And then 2 more really old samples that were actually really amazing are these from Tea Vivir. I don't see Tea Vivir mentioned that often, which is a shame because I feel like everything that I've ever had from Tea Vivir is amazing. And the same can be said for this milk oolong tea that I received from them and this Tia Guanyin oolong tea that I received for them. I cold steeped these and I got I got 2 infusions out of the milk oolong, and I got 3 infusions out of the tea guanyin. And if you like floral oolongs, if you like Chinese oolongs, I highly recommend. I highly recommend both of these, the tea guanyin and the milk oolong. But tea vivir can hook you up with some Chinese oolongs that I think are really nice. So that's the end of this video. 35 teas, most of them from Adagio. It's about time I got some of these things out of my collection. How did you do for the month of January? What were some of your favorite teas that you sipped this January? Please share with me in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more tea videos, please consider liking and subscribing, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.